Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They go play action here on first down. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very... Touchdown, New Orleans! And now Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The first carry here for Jordan James.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Third down and 13.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You look at this Arizona defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I would be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Pass to 11, pass to 11. Track to 60.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Malik Neighbors.
That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's James. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll set up to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
That'll be caught by James.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
3 plays and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
James. They're going to go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Cardinals first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 10-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Jordan James, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They run it with James. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
And they
This is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Marvin Harrison Jr.,
55 yards.
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To the right side and intercepted.
Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Let's go. Play. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Hawk 70, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. This 2nd and 4.
Harrison Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Everett.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Panther 11.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Ready, set.
It's second down and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded just inside the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. It's caught. Mitchell. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll
They'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed down him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
19, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one finds McConkey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Arizona.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches. Now a play fake here on first down.
That's to the tight end Helm.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, come on. Hey, Hawk, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game. Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The slot man in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal, Arizona.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Roll!
James is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. Looking to throw.
He'll try to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because
from 17 yards out.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 24.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's James. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Second down pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cardinals 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they will try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The kicker on.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 31. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Russell.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
39-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run.